Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the January 15th Traffic Commission. Would everyone please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to its republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Okay, we'll start off with a quick roll call. Nicholas Rystrom is absent. Chief Cullen is also absent. Chief Levita
Here.
and Tom Skowarski.
Here.
Thank you. We do have a quorum, 3, but keep in mind that all 3 of us have to vote yes for anything to pass. All right, let's start off with the public hearing items. Number 1, we have amend Schedule 24, Section 1099-240, parking restrictions for snow removal by adding Bradstreet Avenue southerly from Atlantic Ave to Endicott Ave. Are there any proponents or opponents for this item? Counselor.
Good evening, members of the board. James Mercurio, 193 Crescent Ave, Ward 1 City Councilor. I've plowed this street for about 30 years, 35 years, and I'm glad to see that they're finally removing the traffic on one side. I think it's important. As you know, the equipment that is out there now, everything seems a little bit bigger, and you need some big equipment up in that area, so I'm all for this amendment. Thank you.
Agreed. Thank you very much, Counselor. Are there any other proponents or opponents for this? No? Seeing and hearing none? All right. This was in coordination with the Revere Police, the parking department and the DPW. We thought this would be a beneficial change to the schedule to help with plowing in this Beachmont area. It is definitely needed. So I am definitely one that is in favor of this. I would entertain a motion to approve.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you. All right, so a quick roll call. I'm just gonna not call the 2 absentees. So Chief Levita,
Yes.
Tom Skowarski,
Yes.
and the chair says yes. So that item will be approved. On to the next one. Item number 2, same schedule amendment for snow removal, and it is parking restricted for snow removal by adding Winthrop Ave, direction southerly, which is the odd side, from Broadway to Beach Street. Again, this was the same scenario that we ran into. There is currently no parking, but it actually switches from that one section on Winthrop Ave from Broadway to Beach. Again, for some reason, it was just left out. We would like to add this in coordination with police and the parking department. Are there any proponents or opponents for this matter?
Thank you once again. James Mercurio, 193 Crescent Ave, Ward 1 City Councilor. Yes, I'm in favor of this amendment. I think it's important. It's a main thoroughway from Broadway to Beachmont, so I'm all in favor of this amendment.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Any other proponents or opponents for this one? Seeing and hearing none. Commission?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Thank you. Is there a second? Tom, thank you. All right, so a quick roll call. Chief Levita,
Yes.
Tom Skowarski,
Yes.
and the chair again, yes. Thank you. Item number 2 is approved. Okay, the last item for our public hearing is number 3. It's an item from the Traffic Working Group, presenting findings on the speed data and traffic calming measures for the following by adding temporary speed bumps to Rice Avenue between Lancaster and Rice and 136 Lantern Road. Is there any proponents or? Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. Julie DeMar, Department of Planning and Community Development. So this was something that was brought to a public hearing at the last meeting in November, to put a removable speed hump or bump pillow at Rice Ave and Bateman, between Rice and Lancaster Ave. So I think this is going to be removable. We're going to test it out. We're going to see how it goes, and then figure out the permanent location for it. And then the last one was Linton Road. Do you want to talk about that now, or do you want to wait?
We can vote on them together.
Okay, so Linton Road is also another portable speed hump. That's something we're going to try out in or around the area of 136 Linton Road. And so this is just to test it. It'll be about a 3-month pilot, and then we'll decide whether or not, if the placement is right, and then if it is, we'll be able to put it down permanently.
Awesome, thank you. And these are both to be installed in the spring.
That's correct, in
Awesome.
spring.
Thank you, Julie, appreciate it. Are there any proponents or opponents for these two speed humps? Counselor?
Angela Garino, Sawaya, Ward 5 Counselor. Thank you so much for getting this done. I really appreciate all the work you guys put into this. Thank you, Chief. We doing one, or are we doing two on Rice Avenue?
I believe we're looking at two specific locations on
Okay.
Rice. The
Right.
areas are a little up in the air. We'll
I
find the
would like to
appropriate
have
locations.
one at the Lancaster, but also the other one needs to be right after the Witten Ave one, the Witten Ave beach entrance, if possible.
So the speeding that we found out was, one has to be placed in the Bateman, before Bateman, because I believe that was the high speeding area.
When they come around the bend.
Yes. So that is definitely one location, but we can discuss this further.
And then, okay, between Lancaster and Witten would be great.
Okay,
All right, thank you.
thank you, Counselor. All right, so we have the council's approval. Is there any other proponents or opponents for this item? Seeing and hearing none. Commission?
So, motion to approve the temporary speed bumps as outlined in Julie's presentation.
Thank you very much. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you. Quick roll call. Chief Levita,
Yes.
Tom Skorsky,
Yes.
and the chair says yes again, so approved. That wraps up our public hearing items. Now we will move on to the agenda. Item number 1 on the agenda is to amend Schedule 11 of Title 10, handicap persons parking, by adding 27 Avon Street. I was able to review this application. It did look complete. They did not have a driveway, and it does appear that this calls for a handicap parking spot. I don't know if there's any proponents or opponents for this item. Counselor?
I'm in favor of this, thank you.
Thank you very much. Any other proponents or opponents? Seeing and hearing none. Commission?
Motion to approve?
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you. Quick roll call. Chief Levita?
Yes. Is that being moved to a public hearing, or?
Yeah, this will be moving to a public hearing. I
Okay.
apologize.
Yep, yes.
And Tom Skorsky?
Yes.
Awesome. Item number 1 on the agenda, we move to public hearing. Okay, item number 2, amend Schedule 11 of Title 10, handicap persons parking, by adding 31 Bay Road. I did have the time to go through this application, and it appears there are a couple missing documents from the medical documentation, as well as the placard itself that represents that the actual applicant has a handicap placard. All the information was covered, so you were unable to tell if the person actually had the placard necessary for this. So for those reasons, I would suggest tabling it, although I would like to leave the floor open for any public comment. Any proponents, opponents? Seeing and hearing none.
Motion to table?
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you. Item number 2 will be tabled. Item number 3, amend Schedule 11 of Title 10, handicap persons parking by adding 11 Wave Avenue. I did go through the application. It appears that there is no parking in the area for this particular resident. I was kind of undecided, to be quite honest, about the needs for this one, but I see no harm in pushing this forward to a public hearing. Is there any proponents or opponents for this one? Seeing and hearing none.
Motion move to a public hearing?
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you. So item number 3 will be moved to a public hearing. Oh, apologize. I should probably do a roll call. Chief Levita,
Yes.
Tom Skorsky,
Yes.
and the chair, yes.
Would you like to do a roll call for the first one as well?
The one that we tabled?
Um,
The table one I
actually-
think is okay.
All right.
Okay, item number 4, amend Schedule 11 of Title 10, handicap persons parking by adding 53 Payson Street. After review of this application, it appears that the applicant is not the primary driver, which would not be an issue, but there's also multiple driveways for this specific home. With that in mind and seeing no paperwork stating that the applicant cannot use the driveways on either side of those residents, I would suggest denying this one. But is there any public comment for this particular application? Seeing and hearing none.
Motion
Commission?
to deny?
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you. And quick roll call. Chief Levita?
Yes.
Thank you. Tom Skorsky?
Yes.
And the chair, yes. Item number 4 will be denied. Again, if they would like to provide any more paperwork stating that there's no a reason why they cannot use these driveways, we can reconsider this one again, but for the time being, I think that's a proper call. Let's go with item number 5, amend Schedule 11 of Title 10, handicap persons parking by adding 59 Coolidge Street. I did review this application. It definitely, and they also provided a letter from the Housing Authority approving the installation of the sign. After review of the application, I would definitely suggest moving forward with this one.
Motion to send to a public hearing?
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you. Quick roll call. Chief Levita,
Yes.
Tom Skorsky,
Yes.
and the chair, yes. Item number 5 will be moved to a public hearing. Thank you. All right. Item number 6, amend Schedule 22, Section 1022, 220, no parking any times by adding Everard Avenue, easterly, direction easterly, from Cottage Street to Belle Isle Avenue, no parking. Oh, thank you, Julie.
Hi again, Julie DeMauro, Department of Planning and Community Development. So this is a request for a public hearing for the February meeting. This is part of the Safe Routes to School program project, which the state is going to be funding about $1.4 to $1.5 million worth of improvements around the Beachmont School Belle Isle Ave, Cottage Street, and also Cummings Park, the Cummings Park area. The request tonight is to eliminate parking on Everard Ave between the driveway, the second driveway of the school, and Belle Isle Ave. And the reason for that is because they're going to be extending the sidewalks out. So right now, the sidewalk is 4 feet, and they're going to add in an additional 6 and make that 10 feet with the sidewalk. So there will not be enough room on the street to accommodate parking because of the width of the street. But I did check with the parking department. That is not residential parking. Right now, it's a 15-minute drop-off zone during school time. So we're just asking for a public hearing so that we can eliminate any parking there at any time, because there won't be enough room definitely during school hours. And there's additional parking in the back of the school for people that want to use the park.
Okay, thank you, Julie. Is there any proponents, opponents for this removal of parking? No? Counselor, you have something to add?
James McCurry, 193 Crescent Ave, Ward 1 City Councilor. I'm going to reserve my comments for the public hearing because I need to do a little bit more research on this.
Understood.
And kind of get in touch with the neighbors and look at Julie's plan, what needs to get done down there.
Okay,
Thank you.
completely understand. With that said, and no other public comment, I guess we should entertain a motion to approve. That would be my recommendation. Commissioner?
Motion to send to a public hearing?
Thank you, sorry. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you. Roll call, Chief Levita,
Yes.
Tom Skorsky,
Yes.
and the chair, yes. Item number 6, we move to a public hearing. Thank you very much, everyone. The last item on our agenda is Commonwealth Electric Technologies would like to speak regarding the 3 on-street EV charging installation projects they are planning with the city of Revere. The streets listed are Macoba Street, Hutchinson Street, and Proctor Avenue.
Hello again, and good evening. My name is Steve Conti with Commonwealth Electrical Technologies out in Worcester. As I spoke about during the last hearing in November, we are working with the city, with Tom and some other members of the sustainability and planning groups to put in a number of electric vehicle charging stations on-street parking locations around the city. This is a grant that the city of Revere has been awarded through the Massachusetts Clean Energy Center's On-Street Charging Solutions Program. We spent the better part of last year going through community engagement activities and developing the project designs for the 3 sites that were mentioned. And I'm just here again to seek approval from the commission on the 3 projects and answer any questions that you all might have. And I'm happy to kind of dive into some of the details if that's being asked.
Thank you, Mr. Conti. So yes, we did see the packet previously for these 3 locations. I'm just, of course, coming from the DBW background, I'm just concerned about maintenance with these charging stations. My main question would be, if a vehicle does strike one of these charging stations, is it just exposed live electrical, or is there some safety that trips out? How does that work?
There would be a panel nearby within line of sight of the chargers that would have a disconnect switch on the exterior if that's needed for a first responder to shut off the stations.
Okay,
Panel with the circuit breakers would be on the inside for the individual stations as well.
okay. And the other question I had was, I noticed there are other communities that actually have these types of charging stations that come down from above. Would that be an option? So there's nothing that can be hit by a vehicle?
It's an option. We haven't had much uptake in that charging solution in this program just due to some of the restrictions by the utility companies. They don't allow, at this point, without extensive permitting and approvals, third-party attachments outside of Comcast or Verizon on their poles, essentially. So just with the short timeline on this grant, everything has to be installed this year. It really doesn't, it wouldn't make sense to go through that lengthy process with, National Grid in this case.
Okay. Tom, you see you chomping in the bit. Was there something you'd like to add?
Oh, no, I'm good. I had looked into that as well as part
You
of our
did?
early due diligence. This could be a good model if it's successful and we see, we have this opportunity with grants right now that is probably going to go away, but the utility mounted models could be maybe a longer term solution if we find some success here. It was just the permitting complications, as you know. Working with National Grid can be complicated at times, so we weren't able to do it through the confines of this program.
Okay, well, I'm not completely against it. I just like to add that some portion of these charging stations, the money that comes in for them is set aside for maintenance. Because I don't want to have a shortfall when it comes to replacing these items or whatever may happen with these on-street charging locations.
I have a few questions.
Yes,
about,
please.
The onus being on first responders to shut off any exposed wires or electricity. Is there any option for balusters or some kind of barrier to be,
Definitely.
okay,
Yeah, for all of these installations we're doing across the state, we're putting in extensive bollards, concrete embedded bollards in front of the stations.
yeah, I'd be curious to see what that looked like and get Chief Cullen's input on.
Yeah, I definitely
safety
think
of
we
that.
should let Chief Cullen have an input here, but is the community development asking to move this to a public hearing? Is that the request?
I'm unclear if this would be something within Title X or if it's more an advisory notice at this point.
I
So
think you're right.
maybe it's semantics, but if you do feel we need to wait until Chief Cullen's here to opine, I will defer to the will of the group here.
I'm wondering too if the restrictions on the parking is what makes it fall under? So what will the restrictions be for, is it only EV vehicles? And I think we touched on this the last time, and who and how would that be enforced?
So the requirement for this program is minimum 12 hours a day, 7 days a week for EV only. It's really up to, the parking authority in Revere, how they want to enforce that.
So that could be an overnight?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's how a lot of municipalities are doing it,
So
like
that
6
might be
p,
how it
6
fits
a.m.
into
I
the
think
title.
that might be it, yeah. Get approval to, because it's a restriction
Yeah.
that will have to be enforced by parking control.
Okay, I'm not against moving it to public hearing. We just have to figure out exactly how this fits into the schedule. Would you guys like to?
I guess if it is 12 hours, I would propose that we move to a public hearing with language to the effect of no parking from the hours of 7 PM to 7 AM.
Yeah, I guess that would work.
And we can always adjust at the margins depending on feedback we hear from the community.
Okay. I can get on board with that one, even though I am hesitant. With that said, let's put is there a motion to add, let's go with agenda item 7, move to a public hearing for the EV on-street charging locations for Macoba Street, Hutchinson Street, Proctor Ave. I believe the schedule will actually have to work out where it fits into the schedule, but it will be, the restriction will be 7 PM to 7 AM electric vehicle parking only. Does that sound right?
I'll make a motion to move to a public hearing.
Okay. Is there a second?
Second?
All right. And the chair, yes. So item number 7 will move forward to a public hearing. Thank you.
Thank you.
What's that? Yeah, I don't exactly know how it'll fit into the schedule. We'll have to talk with parking and figure it out. All right, we should do a quick roll call for that. I apologize. Chief Levita,
Yes.
Tom Skorsky,
Yes.
and the chair, yes. That wraps up our agenda for tonight. Thank you, everyone. Have a good night.